You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show.
All right.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, the whole solo. Yeah.
The knockout round.
Bring back the solos.
I think it's pretty appropriate for the knockout round.
Yeah. Hey, guys, what's up? Welcome to our AFTERBUZZ TV after show for The Voice, the knockout rounds. Okay, so this is a first for The Voice.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
AFTERBUZZ, for everybody.
Yeah.
For Christina, CeeLo, Adam, and Blake.
So I want to say a few things first.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Winter Ray is not with us tonight, but
Yes.
she will be with us next week. And I'm Melissa, and this is Michelle. And I wanted to say I hope everyone on the East Coast is doing well and staying safe.
Yeah.
I just want to say that because
Stay
it
safe.
looks like a Frankenstorm is going out of control.
Yeah,
So-
we are so glad I'm not there right
wow.
now.
But also sending our thoughts, our good thoughts
Yes.
your way.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone on the East Coast probably don't watch The Voice, but
Yeah.
we're just going to recap it here.
You can go online later and watch it, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you want to go ahead?
Yeah, sure. Well, first we had Team Adam. And so I guess the way it goes is that they all stand there really awkwardly, and then they pick who's going to battle against each other. But I kind of like that they each chose their own songs and had their own time on stage,
Right.
rather than trying to like dance around each other and like sing off, have a sing off of
Wow.
each other. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
see, that never works. If you have a sing-off, like what? Why would you do that? Everyone's just going to try and scream above the other
Everyone's
one.
just gonna try and Christina it.
Yeah.
Just do a bunch of runs. So the first people, it was Jocelyn and Kayla, okay? And Jocelyn sang Love on Top by Beyonce, and Kayla sang Shark in the Water.
Yeah.
And, well, I personally thought that Jocelyn did deserve the title of the winner of the knockout round.
Yeah, I just feel like Jocelyn is consistent and she's like young and pretty and all that stuff. And I just feel like they paired them up because they wanted to get rid of Kayla.
Actually said they're both pop singers, so he can only bring one to the next round. He can only bring one to the live battles, and they both do the same thing. So I think that he made a really good decision. She is gorgeous, but she's also really committed, and she has an amazing voice, and this song showed off her voice way more than Shark in the Water.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. You have to be like, what's going to show off your voice in the best possible way?
Well, that's what everybody had to have been thinking that, but I guess some people are just not
thinkers.
don't know their strengths. Wow, not thinkers.
Or, yeah, right.
Don't know their strengths or weaknesses, whatever.
Yeah, that's better.
But then they did this thing where they tortured Adam and had him make all these decisions, like a billion people in a row. So next we had Joe Kirkland and Brian Keith. Joe Kirkland is like really pretty boy.
Yeah, he's
should be in a boy
why
band.
you have to be so mean, is what he said.
Why?
Why?
By Taylor Swift.
Yes.
And then Brian Keith, who is overshadowed by his father's Grammys, did Bryan Adams.
Yeah, and Joe Kirkland, he really committed, although I feel like that song isn't really a committing song. I mean, you do really sing it, but he really oversang it.
Why you gotta be so mean?
Yeah. He really,
he was straining. He was pushing.
what confused me is that although I think Taylor Swift is great.
That everybody did her songs.
People did her songs, and she's not really like known for her vocals. Like, she's really known, like, her songwriting is amazing, and she does have a good voice, but it's like,
I mean, and the combination is what makes her just like totally successful. But if Taylor Swift was on The Voice, people, do you think she would make it this far?
tweet us.
Tweet us at AfterBuzz TV. The question.
Yeah. And then
Do you think Taylor Swift would make it to the live battles?
I don't know. And then we had Brian Keith. Everything I do for you.
And Brian Keith's struggle was that he sounded too much like Bryan Adams. But at the end of the day, when it comes to pitchiness, when it comes to everything, presentation, even commitment, Brian Keith just kind of took the cake.
I think that was definitely the right choice. I wasn't in love with the song. I didn't think it was that great of a song. I think if you're going to choose one song, why? But
I think that about both of their choices.
Yeah. Mean, I kind of get in a way because it's like all of those judges can connect to that.
Yeah. But it's not necessary. It's not like Love on Top when it's like, you know, you're singing a Beyonce song and you know you're going in there to win. Mm-hmm. And until I blow everyone out of the water. Mm-hmm. It's just weird.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Anyway, next was Amanda Brown and Michelle Brooks Thompson, The Banker.
Yeah, The Banker.
Which is
the Banker
they
boy.
love their little...
Amanda did Paris, in parentheses, Ooh La La.
Ooh La La.
And then...
By Grace Potter and the Nocturnals.
Yes. And Michelle did Spotlight by Jennifer Hudson.
Yes. Thoughts on the songs?
I actually think because Amanda is such a great singer that she could do that. And it showed a different side of her. And you could tell she really loved that style of music, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, she was rocking out.
She was rocking, but not too rocking like
where she lost control. Because that was Adam's note, is that if she was too rocking, then it would lose control and then she wouldn't sound as good. He was impressed by her control. Mm-hmm. And she just seemed to like know what to do on stage. She seemed to like totally be free and free herself up.
Right.
She did not seem insecure at all.
Yeah.
And it was like watching a concert. Mm-hmm. And okay, also their other, I don't know, knockout partner, whatever, they're sitting on the stage watching the people before them do whatever. And like, I don't know, honestly, I thought I saw some of them smile when people messed up.
Oh, yeah.
And they smiled when people did well. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's just editing, but...
Some of them cried.
Some of them cried. We'll get to that.
And then Michelle sings Spotlight, a Jennifer Hudson song.
I know. So she like had this look on her face like, shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that was definitely bad.
Yeah. I mean, I think Amanda took it all the way. I mean, like hers was dynamic and it was like moving it up and it was like, oh, nice. Even though you'd think Jennifer Hudson's song would win it, but it just didn't.
I know.
So Adam chose Amanda.
And okay, Adam making a bunch of fast decisions. Next, we have Lauren versus Nicole.
Yes, and Nicole Nelson was the one last time, and she sang...
If I Ain't Got You.
Yes.
By Alicia Keys, and Lauren sang...
The Amy Winehouse song.
I Would Be No Good, or something about not being good.
Something about not being good, but you are good.
I like how Adam was like, Amy Winehouse had a lot of problems, so you had to
I know,
like,
but he
like
said, he said, Amy Winehouse had a lot of problems.
Yeah.
End of sentence.
I know.
Like, that
so
was
sad.
an explanation. But he's like, and you could feel those problems in the song.
And Lauren was like, okay.
Yeah, I know. She was like, you guys so afraid. And then she went up there and she, like, totally rocked it out in her, like, in this, like, crazy tight dress. And no one knew she had any of that stuff in her. It was like watching Grease at the end.
Right.
Tight clothes, and then she sings.
Oh, okay.
Which is clearly the right message to send.
Yeah. But she is a wedding singer, and I guess Adam felt like she was singing it too nicely.
Like you're at a wedding.
Like you're at a wedding.
If you sing Amy Winehouse at a wedding, you're going to pretend that it's just not what it is.
No. So, you know what? There's something about Nicole that I don't like.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Nicole either. I think she's a little bit of a diva. I just remembered that it just didn't come across well when she said in that one battle round that I won't forget what she said, like, I felt it was unbalanced.
Oh, right.
Because
she was so good.
Yeah, she was so good, and that other person clearly wasn't as good. And it was that really young guy, I remember, and he was amazing.
Like, if it's unbalanced, then shut your mouth and, like, say thank you.
Yeah,
you know?
I know, seriously. And she was like, well, I just didn't think it was fair for him. And that really...
And he was really good.
I know.
I thought he was going to...
See, that really pissed me off when she said that, so now, like, I don't know.
But it's okay. Vengeance has been taken.
Vengeance has been taken
Lauren.
because Adam picked Lauren.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, whoa, where'd that come from?
I think the coaches like to see improvement and who they're surprised by more than who they know is established.
Well, I feel like Nicole did her thing. She does the same thing, you know? And she did her thing.
Yeah.
She does it really well. But it's true that Lauren had the element of surprise. Whether or not that was strategy, I don't know. Maybe she just freed it up at that point.
No, I think it was just the right song. And she's like, do you see her? She like didn't smile once. Like she was so freaked out. I think she just had that moment where she really was in the performance.
Yeah, she did seem like that.
So,
well,
next.
Melanie Martinez, who sang Bulletproof, which was I love that song.
Versus Sam James, who sang Walking in Memphis.
Sounds like a horrible disease. Yeah. And he's like, Memphis. Sing it now. He's like, Memphis. Remember?
Yeah.
And it was like exactly the same.
It was like the same.
He's like, that's a little better.
He's like, you have to sing Memphis.
But he's saying like a lot of
you know what? It's a big deal. They spent like a whole like 30 seconds on that.
Yeah, I feel like it probably was longer because he was saying Memphis.
The only thing is I feel like why
the
voice is unique is because...
My Memphis hurts.
Okay. The only thing why I think the voice is unique is because they allow for unique voices rather than powerful voices, which is why Melanie Martinez worked.
Yeah.
Although I thought she could have been more powerful, and I don't think she quite grasped the essence of the song.
No, I think it was nerves, and also I don't know if it's but there has to be power in that voice too, and whether it was the combination of the wrong choice of song and just not a on day, but overall she got it. He chose him. Sam was in his comfort zone.
Yeah,
and that's something that
Memphis.
Memphis. I was walking in Memphis.
Wow, there it is. But they really pronounces
you should have heard it. He just said Memphis.
Yeah.
That's it, though.
And he really sings at the ceiling, is what.
Well, yeah. Well, he sings and he's like holding his mic here and he's staring at the ceiling, which is what he's done every time. But I only noticed that he does it every time this time. So he was a little bit caught in it.
Well, it's too bad because there's no next time for him because
No.
Melanie Martinez was chosen.
Yep. Team CeeLo, though.
So that was all Team Adam.
Yeah. There's a lot of decisions for Adam. Adam looked like he was going to cry.
A lot.
He looked really upset.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He looked really hot. But he looked upset, too.
CeeLo looking
Team CeeLo.
less hot.
Looking a little bit like a mad doctor. Looking a little bit like American Horror Story.
Yes.
It was scary.
Yeah. So first,
Avery.
this is scarier. Avery's performance.
Oh, snap!
Versus Cody.
Yeah, he did like Chris Brown. And the thing is, I don't know who chose. Yeah, but I don't know who chose.
I could punch that song in the face.
Okay. Well, Chris Brown could also punch it in the face. We know
Holy
that.
holy donut!
I just had to go there. We know that. He punches it really hard. So anyway.
Versus Cody, who sang Jolene. And if any voice fanatics, which hopefully all of you are, remember the first season, Vicky Martinez sang Jolene, an amazing version of Jolene.
She did. But this was a totally different spin. Also, the gender roles, which is good. And CeeLo loved that, I think. He was like, that's brave. For Avery, they were like, oh, dancer turned singer. So that, and Jolene, Jolene. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a good song, you know? And I didn't get that from his performance.
I don't know. I think he was like trying to overdid it a little, but I still thought he had a great performance, especially in comparison to Avery's performance.
Well,
which,
I
I don't know if he was
mean-
trying to dance or what he was trying to do. Or
He
what
just
he
was
doing.
off, and it's just not.
Just from the beginning.
It's just trash. That song is trash.
Wow. Yeah, poor choice of song, especially if the other one's going to do Jolene.
Yeah.
Oh, Avery, it sounded like karaoke, but that it was off.
Ooh.
Like bad karaoke.
Yeah. Which is like pretty much
Which
all
is,
karaoke.
yeah, that's the worst you can get.
Yeah. So
But we think you're talented.
yeah, it was just.
Bad choice of song,
Yeah.
nerves, combination. Anyway, so
I
we
think he
chose
wanted to show that he was like a triple threat.
bad timing.
Yeah.
Show it on your album when you go on tour.
So then we had Daniel Rosa and Mackenzie. I have.
Oh, here we go.
I can't read Borg. I thought it said boring, but he wasn't
Could've.
boring. So Daniel sang Back to December,
Here we
and
go.
Mackenzie sang Call Me Maybe. And this is what I'm saying. The Voice is like one of the only shows that has a place for unique takes on things,
Yeah.
on songs, you know, like Call Me Maybe, and he did this singer-songwriter acoustic thing.
Yeah, I'm glad that not everyone has to sound like Whitney Houston or Jennifer
Right.
Hudson.
And Blake Shelton said only a true artist could do that. Could go out there and do what you did
To who?
to Mackenzie.
Oh, wow, yeah. He did Call Me Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a popular song.
It is, but, you know, he did a twist.
Yeah, he did a twist. I think that was smart of him. Everybody liked that song. I thought that, oh, maybe this isn't a good idea because Back to December is also a really good song.
It is a really good song.
But Daniel was like pitchy and off. And he was like, confidence was my problem.
yeah.
Clearly it still is.
Yeah, yeah, there it is. It's a great song. Yeah.
Oh,
But you know what I mean? Like, you can't go on The Voice and
Can't go back to
belt that
December.
song. You can't belt that song.
Can't go back to December.
Like, you just have to, it's a
the
quieter
time.
song.
Yeah. Well, he tried to like sing it up the way that everybody does. And it's just, I don't know. I hope that people focus on actually telling the story of the song rather than like how pretty can I make this sound?
Yeah.
Or like how strong can I make, I hope they're actually focusing on like what they're saying.
Definitely backfires.
Definitely does. Next. Oh, wait, who won that one?
Oh, Mackenzie.
Yeah. Okay, next, Teresa Griffin and Trevin Hunt. OMG. Teresa Griffin came out with like a cast. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
a fab cast, though. It was sequins.
It was definitely fab.
She's like, I broke my ankle, but I'm fine.
Yeah. But I'm fine.
But I'm fine. Don't ask about it, basically.
And then, but on top of that, she she was standing there, and then Steela's like, I'm going to pair Teresa with Trevin, and tears started streaming down her face. She was like, I'm going to lose.
Oh, snap!
yeah. Do you think that's why?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was like,
She was like,
yeah. She was like, there's only.
literally, that was her face.
That's weird. Oh, no.
That's
don't
what
do
she
that.
did. Go back
She
and look.
said she knew there's only one person in the team that could beat her, and that's Trevin.
And, okay, they seemed really close, like mother and son type of relationship.
Yeah.
Do you think they were that close?
I don't think they were mother and son, but I think
I mean-
they probably got close.
Clearly, they got close, though, and Trevin felt like guilty afterwards or whatever. And I know he said,
Yeah.
they both said, the one person I don't want to battle against is this person that they're battling against.
No, she said the one person I do want to battle against.
No, she said that was the one person she'd want to lose to.
Right, okay.
But she doesn't want to, like, do it, actually.
Yeah.
So she sings Saving All My Love by Whitney Houston.
And, we all love Whitney.
Yeah,
the
but
song is a
come on.
teed bit dated.
It sounded like, it just, yeah.
It's very 90s, and there's nothing wrong with the 90s.
It's nothing's wrong with the 90s, but
It's just that song is a particularly dated 90s song, and Trevin sang Against All Odds, which probably is a 90s song too. But how can I say,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that the one where he's like, and take a look at
Yeah,
me now?
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Is that that's 90s, right?
Yeah.
It's Phil Collins. Isn't that Phil Collins?
I don't know. I actually think David Foster wrote it.
It absolutely is Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
there we
great.
go.
Yes. Yay! I win
You win.
on the Voice After Show.
On This Is a Voice After Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. And you know, yeah, it's great.
I don't know if Phil Collins would win either.
You know,
Here
he's
it is.
feeling it. There it is.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not.
We did this too.
Makes you think he's going to go into it, right?
I know.
really
Well,
does.
we were singing along during the show, and we did that.
Yeah.
An extra verse.
It's such a good song. I know. You know?
You're the only one who really
Okay, here we go.
Okay, it's coming.
So take a look at me now.
Yeah, there it is. Sing it, Phil. Collins, not the other Phil.
I know. That's what I thought.
No, you can sing that.
Phil Collins.
So
Just the thought.
Trevin Hunt sang it better than anyone ever.
Okay.
Well, he won.
Your statement. Yeah, he sang it really well, and he was like so excited, and he was like crying, and CeeLo was like, "You're younger, you just have like limitless potential."
I mean, he's like 18.
I know.
I mean, if I were Teresa, I would have just
Cried?
yeah.
She
He's
did.
18. He's not even at the peak of his vocal,
No, not at all.
and he is just better than I think anyone on the show.
How about that 8th grade teacher now? You know, the one that told him, isn't that the one? Told him he
that's the
couldn't
one.
sing?
Yeah, he told him he would be nothing in life.
Wow.
Something
That's not
like
even
that.
like couldn't sing. That's like you're useless. Like what is
Yeah.
wrong with 8th
Yeah.
grade teacher?
Well, it still affects him.
Well, yeah. Don't become a teacher and then insult someone in their most awkward time of life, I'm
Yeah.
guessing. But I mean,
Anyway.
not like it was awkward for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Michael and Nicholas. So Michael sang "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me," and Nicholas sang "Put Your Records On." And Nicholas is
He's like,
just a
"Girl,
comedian.
put your
You know, he was
records on."
at first, but then but it didn't even like make. He wasn't even like "girl." He was like, "Girl, put your records on." Sing me
In case
your
you can't
favorite.
see us, in case you're
I
just
look
listening,
ridiculous.
you should look it up just to watch.
You
that.
should. If you saw this performance, I mean, you should watch it. It was hilarious.
You know, the thing about this song is that it's a very, you know, the melody is very, you know, like musical is the wrong word because of course it's musical.
Melodic. I don't know.
It's melodic, whatever. And then Nicholas sort of flattened it out, I think.
He did. He didn't take any of the chances like to show off his voice at all, and he made it all like the same tone. He didn't reach for any notes. He didn't try and do anything, and then he just kept dancing like that.
Yeah, it was.
And Christina was like, "I get that you're in your own world." She's like, "I don't get it." Basically, men so sweet. Double touch on the concrete. Yeah. See, so like Nicholas is like, was singing. This is like such a good part. He's like, he's like totally off.
Yeah. And then Michael saying, "Don't let the sun go down on me." Yeah, see, he messed up this part.
I know, and that was like the best part.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Girl," it's just like so weird.
Girl, put your
And he
records
just like, I mean,
It was
he's-
a little scary.
he's a funny guy. I don't know if he knows how funny he is.
No.
He could really take that show on the road.
Yeah. No, I would totally go see his
Yeah,
concert.
I think that he's hilarious.
But I just feel like in this situation,
well,
you know what?
Michael's performance was so different.
yeah, it was very different, and his voice is different. And, you know, honestly, I never really noticed him that much before. There it is. There's
Yeah.
the song. And I...
Also an oldie.
It is. It's a classic.
Yeah, you guys. So, but if you saw Nicholas's performance, I think we'd all understand why.
You know,
We chose
it's a
Michael.
great song, but I just feel like if you're going to choose one song,
Yeah.
like, why would you choose this song?
Yeah, terrible.
You know, it doesn't show off your voice at all.
No, it doesn't. It's like too slow. I think that "Put Your Records On" was a great choice, and that he just bastardized
Yeah.
it,
Wow. Okay.
mutilated it. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know a softer word than that.
So, okay, our last...
His dancing was hilarious.
Yeah, you know, He won.
Girl.
He
He
won.
won in life.
No, he won in this round.
Who?
Nicholas.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No.
Wait. Yes, he did.
Oh my.
Hell to the no!
Wow. Is that true?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That is just
Okay.
Oh, because CeeLo like connects with him because he's like,
well, he's different.
he's like funky and yeah, he's like he likes that. But still, I think in terms of performance, like, come on.
Yeah.
Even in terms of that, like we all, you know, like that's cool. He's like different. Clearly, he's his own drum beat, whatever the saying is. But
Yeah.
you know. Anyway, since I don't understand that, let's move on.
So we only have one more,
Yes.
and that's Caitlin and Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And Caitlin saying "Bring Me to Life,"
Evanescence.
and Diego saying
Are you gonna go my way?
"I'm gonna go my way."
Okay, the thing is, and Christina said this, and I don't know if I necessarily agree, but the judges said, "Oh, Caitlin, you sound too much like her, almost copycat version of her." I don't think anybody really sounds like Amy Lee. I don't think that she even does. I think that maybe they're all so used to hearing it. And CeeLo was like, "Oh, you're young and beautiful and talented, but there's something special about Diego." Where I felt like, I felt like, in terms of singing wise, that Caitlin was stronger.
Way stronger.
And Diego seemed to be like straining a little bit and pushing.
I think Diego is normally really good, but I thought this was a boring choice. And he was the same the whole time, and I was over it. I was bored. But Caitlin, she was really good, and she really brought it. Yeah, it did sound like not like Emily's voice, but you know they're looking for them to make the song their own.
Yeah, the thing they were like, "You sound exactly like her," and I just thought that was kind of weird because I just don't think she does.
I think it's kind of tricky because she kind of looks like her.
She's white.
No, she has black hair and blue eyes.
Doesn't she have like
And
reddish
white.
hair?
No.
Okay, well, maybe she has the vibe,
Yeah.
but I just feel like that got confused. Interesting. I just feel like it got confused.
But I just, I was confused about that.
But
choice.
Diego.
But, like I said, I think there's more room on The Voice for people who have different, unique voices. And they're really emphasizing that this season.
Yeah, which is good, which is what makes it different, totally. So,
Yeah.
all for that.
So there it was. The
knockout rounds.
Boom.
You guys, the knockout rounds.
We knocked it out.
Yeah, we did. What the other sat in
So,
the corner.
should we go on to predictions?
Yeah, let's go into predictions.
So
And now,
wow, yeah.
your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say who I think is gonna win the whole thing.
Oh,
Even
wow,
though we've only granted we haven't seen Christina or Blake's knockout rounds yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Trevin Hunt is the winner. He has the most amazing voice.
He's really good. I'm going to say it's between Trevin Hunt and Jocelyn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
she's
She's
Yeah,
terrifying.
very scary.
Yes. Oh, speaking of, you guys, it's Halloween. That means that you should go on iTunes and rate and comment our show on AfterBuzz. is what that means. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, it's Halloween.
Yeah.
Which is always fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are doing, but we'll be doing something spooky. I don't know if it's here or whatever, but...
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week. Hopefully we'll be back with Winter Ray. I'm your host, Michelle Macedo, and you can follow me at Macedo Music.
I'm Melissa Macedo at Melissa Macedo M. See you guys next week.
See you next week.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.